I'm here to do my May TBR, and I know I haven't done a video in a really long time. The last video uploaded was supposed to be the first part in a two-part series, and that's obviously never gonna happen. So it's been over a year since I've been on YouTube. Well, I've watched a ton of booktube videos, and I kind of missed it, and I wanted to get back into the things and try and make videos. I think I just put too much stress on myself. I don't know, I think I just made it more trouble than it was. I don't know. I'm going to change the way I do my TBR piles, and I'm going to change the way I film, like my filming schedule, and I'm going to be a little bit more lax on my editing because editing took a really, really long time for me, and I was just, I don't know, I was nitpicking too much, and I don't know, I'm just going to try things differently, and hopefully this time around I'm a little bit more consistent with my videos, or at least that's my goal. So yeah, so today I'm going to do my May TBR, like I said, but I'm going to change the way I do my TBRs. I think I want to do them weekly instead of monthly because it's kind of hard for me to predict what I'm going to want to read at, you know, now, and what I'm going to want to read at the end of the month. I don't know, it's just too much. And this way, I think it's a lot nicer, so you can see what I plan on reading that week, and then I can let you know at the end of the week how it went. So anyways, let's just get into it. Oh, also, I'm going to still be doing themes like the readables used to do themes. I really like that idea of picking something and then reading something from every different genre. So that's what I want to do. One week read adult fiction, the next week new adult, the next week young adult. I really like that. It kind of expands my reading and kind of makes me try new things because I will tend to get stuck on adult romance. So I'm going to go ahead and get into it. The first book that I picked for this month, oh, I didn't tell you, my theme for this month is actually going to be fairy tale retellings. And the reason that I picked that is because Misty over at BookRatMisty does Fairytale Fortnight every April, and this year I believe it's April 20th to May 5th, so if you want to go participate and see what's happening, go over to Misty's channel, but it's about to be over. Anyways, that idea really inspired me. I wanted to try some fairy tale retellings that I've seen her talk about before, or other people who have participated have talked about before, so yeah. Now let's get into it. So the first book that I picked for my adult fiction pile is actually The Princess Bride by William Goldman. This book was published in 1973, and my edition is 414 pages. So this book was made into the 80s classic movie The Princess Bride, obviously, and it's really funny. I haven't seen it, but I've heard it's really funny. I've only seen bits and pieces, so after I read this, maybe I'll watch the movie. It's supposed to be really funny. Anyways, this focuses around two main characters, Wesley and Princess Buttercup. Princess Buttercup gets kidnapped, and then Wesley has to go on this long adventure to try and save her. That's all I know, but I'm really excited to read it on Goodreads. I think it's like a 4.24 stars out of 5. I can't wait to read it. The second book that I picked for my adult fiction fairy tale retellings is Dark Fever by Karen Marie Moning. This book was first published in 2006, and my edition is 309 pages. I'm really excited to read this because this is paranormal romance. I thought I'd throw this into my adult fiction pile because this is probably a genre that I'm most comfortable reading, the paranormal romance genre, so I'm excited. So this is about a girl named Kayla Lane whose sister is murdered, so she decides to travel to Ireland to figure out who the murderer is. And while she's there, she discovers that she has a gift, that there are fae, that there's another magical realm, and that's all I know. But it's supposed to be really good, and I'm excited. And actually, BookRatMisty really enjoys this series. So I think 6 books are out. Don't quote me. And there's going to be 10 in the entire series. So that's exciting. The third book that I picked for this adult fiction fairy tale pile is While Beauty Slept by Elizabeth Blackwell. This was actually recently released in February and is about 432 pages. It's supposed to be a historical retelling of Sleeping Beauty. This is more on the opposite spectrum of The Princess Bride. This is a more gothic, dark retelling of the fairy tale, and it focuses around the servants and the royal family and kind of the truth behind the whole story. It sounds really good, and I'm really excited to read this. on Goodreads. It has a really good rating. When I last checked, it was at 3.93 stars out of 5, so super exciting. I can't wait to read it. Okay, so the last book that I have is actually a graphic novel, and that is Habibi by Craig Thompson. I am so excited to read this book. Look how huge it is. So this was published in 2011 and is about like 600 and something pages. I don't know, it's massive. The reason that I picked this book was because Mercedes from Mercy's Bookish Musings actually did a review on this, and she said it kind of had a fairy tale feel to it. So Mercedes says that it's fairy tale-ish. So that's why I included it. I will link Mercedes' review down below. What this book is about, it's about two refugee slaves and kind of tells their story of their childhood and their love as they grow up and how it kind of unfolds. So I'm very excited to read this. Craig Thompson is really popular. He wrote Blankets, the other graphic novel, which is also really huge and I have not read, but really excited to read this. I can't wait to get into it. I think it kind of rounds out my adult fiction pile really well. These are the 4 books that I hope to read this week. If I don't get them read, then I still have the whole month to continue. So that's it for today. Let's hope that I can do better this time around at being a little bit more consistent on my channel. And hopefully this new kind of system that I got going will help things along. But that's it for today. I will see you next time. Bye! But I forgot to mention that I will be updating my Goodreads account regularly this week as I read the books. And I will also have a shelf dedicated to specifically the 4 books that I chose. So if you want to go over there, kind of find out more about these books and what other people are saying about them, then you can. And yeah, that's it. Bye.